What's the link between fashion and choreography and dance in your mind? Because I think to an artist like you, it's obvious. But like I kind of grew up more on the scientific spectrum, and for me, I was always like, but those are different. And like only now I'm slowly starting to understand. I've been doing some breakdancing lately, and I know it's crazy. On the back of this guy Ito, because I was doing martial arts for a long time, and I was like the tough guy. The problem with martial arts is that you're always punching things and trying to tap people out, and you don't express yourself as a male. And now I'm really enjoying it. But now I'm slowly starting to see how the music is part of the dance, and then how the fashion is part of the dance. But for people that don't understand, or maybe even for me, how are they related? Because you have your own, you have your own fashion label as well.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I can't say that all dancers, all choreographers have the fashion bug in them. I know for me, I did. I think any creators, some choreographers just like to make up movement, and they don't necessarily have a strong aesthetic style. Others are all about the marriage between their movement and the visual appeal of it. Right. If you want to tell a story, it is imperative that you are visually telling it with your styling as well as the movement that you're creating. You wouldn't watch a period film and want to see them wearing current clothes. So whatever that is, whatever story this is that you're trying to tell, you want it to match perfectly. For me, it is all about the styling. It finishes the product 100%. We did a performance this last week on X Factor for Fright Night, and I really wanted, it was one of my favorite performances we've ever done on the show, and I wanted it to be really spooky, really eerie. I had these girls walking in on Zimmer frames, or as we call them in America, walkers. Okay. They were walking in on these. They were sort of twisted, gorgeous nurses. They were twisted and freaky and mildly crippled with these half masks on. So without the styling, you wouldn't have gotten that. You wouldn't have felt that energy at all. It's playing the character as well as doing the movement. So it's hand in hand. Okay. It finishes it. It's the cherry on top of the sundae.
Okay.
If your cherry wasn't on your sundae, you'd feel shorted.
But can fashion inspire dance?
100%.
Okay.
Oh, 100%.
How so?
For me, it's the movement. If I see a great look that I'm inspired by, or see something in my mind that I want to create, then it's about building the movement that matches the fashion the best that it can. If you've got an outfit walking down a runway and it's got special pieces on it, you want to feature those pieces in the right way. If it's got these long drapey sleeves, the model's going to walk out with their arms open so that you can see the full effect of what that garment is. And it's the same thing with dance. If I have an idea for something with dancers in helmets, you want them to do choreography that really showcases the helmets with their heads ticking in different directions and creating profile movement. So yeah, fashion can inspire movement. And I think that you can come up with some really unique stuff that you wouldn't do if you didn't have that fashion there. If you've got your girls in big dresses, you're going to want them lifting the dresses up, doing some skirt choreography. So it definitely inspires movement.
And your label, Brian Says Be Free, is all about clothes for dancers.
Yeah. That whole thing was created. And it's funny now because I think there are so many options for dancers now. Okay. And when I created the line, it wasn't the same.
It was just
the
basic.
Fashion world has really been injected into sportswear world.
Okay.
And dancers now have options, and the options are endless for dancers now to look fashionable, yet still be able to move in their clothes. And that was why I created my line, is I wanted something that dancers could wear and feel like they weren't looking homeless. Because that was the problem. You're like, okay, well, I got some sweatpants, some jogging bottoms, and a hoodie, and then you leave rehearsal and someone's afraid you're going to rob them. So I wanted it to look like we put some effort and time and some money into our wardrobe, but not at a high expense.
Okay. But now there's plenty of options.
Now there's plenty of options, but mine are still the best.
Right, of course. And it used to just be they would take sporting wear and try to make it work, but there was no style and feel.
Yeah,
to
dancers were like a slave to their scissors and safety pins. They're like, well, okay, I'll cut this up and I'll tie that up and I'll pin this up, and trying to make their own fashion that way. But now, there are so many options.
Okay.
Dancers really do set the benchmark for fashion.
Yeah. Continue watching this fascinating conversation for free by clicking on the link below to visit our website, Learn from the best minds in the world and connect with a community of passionate people building the best versions of themselves. Just click on the link below, and I'll see you on the inside.